All right, so how do we move on from this? It's a question that has many answers, many viewpoints. ABC 15's Chloe Marr getting one perspective from a Phoenix pastor.
I'm an advocate of nonviolence, but if you can't take it, don't dish it out. America has dished out 400 years of systemic racism on black people and people of color, and they are just getting back some of what has been directed toward people of color in this nation and continues to this day.
Overnight, peaceful protests in Phoenix demanded justice. Those protests later turned violent, while looting in Scottsdale left Fashion Square Mall with millions worth of damage and theft, and nearby businesses hid pieces.
Until the white leaders of this nation and this state recognize and confess of their egregious sin of racism and want to change the system, this will stop.
Governor Ducey did not initially address George Floyd's death in early statements, but later described his death in a tweet as tragic and abhorrent.
He says he's a Christian, he's a man of compassion. If all he's concerned about is law and order and not what was done to Mr. George Floyd, who was his Christian brother, then pity on Governor Ducey.
Pastor Stewart Sr. says he hopes these events, the death of George Floyd, protests and riots, are a turning point.
We must work together. We must acknowledge that something is terribly wrong.
In Phoenix, Chloe Marr, ABC 15, Arizona.